Students, today we are going to start our second chapter, The Strange Cap. Rani was a student of class 3. She was too naughty and was always up to some mischief or the other. She hid the notebooks of her classmates to get them into trouble. She dropped ink on a beautiful chart made by Rima because she was rude to her. At home, she pinched her little brother and made him cry. Although she was a pretty and intelligent girl, yet her parents and her teachers were angry with her because of her pranks. So, Rani was a student of class 3. She was very naughty and used to do mischievous things. Mischief here means naughty things. She hid the notebooks of her classmates to get them into trouble. She used to hide the books of her classmates. She used to drop ink on Rima's chart paper that she prepared. And at home, she used to pinch and fight with her little brother and made him cry. She was very pretty and intelligent girl, yet her parents and teachers were angry because of her behavior and pranks. One day when Rani was going to school, she saw a bright yellow cottage on the way. It had a lovely garden with colorful flowers. Fascinated by the flowers, Rani knocked at the door and went in. There was an old lady living in the cottage. She gave Rani pink rose and an attractive cap. Once, on her way to school, she saw a yellow bright cottage. It had a lovely garden with colorful flowers. Fascinated, attracted by the flowers, Rani knocked at the door and went in. She went inside because she was very fascinated and attracted towards the flowers. There was an old lady who lived in the cottage. And she not only invited her but also gave her pink roses and an attractive cap. Rani thanked the lady. Now, as she was leaving, the lady said, "Oh, Rani, don't be naughty in school today or you will be sorry." Rani did not pay any attention to the advice. That lady, while Rani was leaving, she said that don't be naughty at school today. Rani did not pay attention to her advice and went on. That day, when she pushed the girl sitting next to her, she suddenly heard a voice. "What a bad-tempered girl! I hate her." Rani thought it was the boy sitting in front of her who spoke. So she pinched him slyly. Immediately, the voice came again. "What a cruel girl! I wouldn't like to have her as a friend." Rani did not know what to do. Everybody, including the teacher, heard the voice. Whenever she committed some mischief, the voice started saying unkind things about her. So, on that day, after ignoring the advice of the old lady, she went to school. And that day, she pushed the girl sitting next to her, and she suddenly heard a voice which said, "What a bad-tempered girl! I hate her." Rani thought the boy must have said that, and she pinched him slyly. Immediately, the voice again came to her. "What a cruel girl! I wouldn't like to have her as my friend." Then Rani did not know what to do. Everybody, including the teacher, heard the voice. Whenever she committed some mischief, the voice started saying unkind things about her. It was the cap that was saying all these things. Rani decided to be an ideal girl. She wrote an essay on the qualities of an ideal student and submitted to the teacher. Her teacher was pleased with her and said, "Students, Rani is an ideal student. Give 3 cheers." The girl realized that the cap was speaking all these words. So she decided to become one ideal girl and she wrote an essay about an ideal student. Even the teacher praised her in front of the students and made them do 3 cheers for her. Immediately the cap said she can do it if she tries. She is too lazy to try. Now the cap said that she is lazy, otherwise she could be the best. Rani began to cry again. She was feeling sorry for all the awful things she had done earlier. Awful means very bad things. So she decided that she was feeling very sorry for whatever things she has done in the past. That day, when she was going back home, she met the old lady again. "I knew the cap would talk if you were naughty," she said. The old lady said that whenever you would have done mischief, the cap would have told you that. "That is why I warned you," added she. "That's why the Women asked her and advised her that not to do naughty things. I don't want to be naughty anymore, said Rani, smiling sweetly. I promise you that I will never give the cap a chance to talk ill of me again. That is how the strange cap transformed Rani into an ideal girl. It would be good if we could have such caps for all the people. The caps would warn them against vicious acts and encourage to be virtuous. The whole humanity would become virtuous. So the story told us that Rani was a mischievous girl and she always tried to hurt everybody in home, at school, everywhere. But once she met the lady and she gave her a cap, she started a new journey. The woman also advised her not to do naughty things, not to do mischievous things, but she did not realize it at that time. But now, whenever she tried to do mischievous things, the cap used to speak. After realizing that she is not on the right path, now she tried to become an ideal student. Her teacher also praised her for her improvement. Now, again, the girl met the lady, and the lady told her that she knew that the cap would speak whenever she did some mischievous things. Now, the girl realized that she has to become an ideal girl, an ideal daughter, and an ideal student. If we all had such caps, we would become an ideal person. But in our society, we have to think there is some invisible cap on our head which will guide us to become an ideal person. And without the cap, also, we can become a person who is liked by everybody and who is not a pain for the society. Now, as I have explained the chapter, you will have to write the meanings of this chapter, and we will be doing the exercises of this chapter in our next video. Till then, if you have any query or confusion, you may comment on the comment section. Clarify it in the next segment. Thank you.